Do you think that Chagos Islands was a good decision?
Well, I think that the Chagos Islands decision was completely abominable, and I can't see any justification for it whatever.
But it was moral clarity.
In terms of moral clarity, the Chagos Islands are British. The Mauritian claim to the Chagos Islands is entirely spurious. If you look at a map, Mauritius is 1,300 miles from Chagos, and one of the most hysterical things about this business is that the left always used to claim it was about the right of the Chagosians, a lot of whom are now living in Croydon and other salubrious places. It was the right of the Chagosians to return to Chagos, and then mysteriously it turns out as soon as all these ghastly lawyers from Matrix Chambers actually get their way and persuade the incoming Labour government to do the dirty on Chagos and to hand it to Mauritius, it turns out miraculously there is no plan for these people to return to their islands. There is no prospect of that happening. It was all lefty bollocks, and it's a scandal. The whole thing's a scandal. And look, I hope, and it's driven by people who frankly hate the historic legacy of imperial Britain, who hate the very idea that we had a colonial past and want to do absolutely everything to efface the vestiges of that past, even if it means spectacularly shooting ourselves in the foot, cutting off our noses to spite our face, and doing various other acts of pointless self-mutilation. So, that it's driven by pure lefty politics, and it's a tragedy that Starmer has bought into this nonsense. I don't know what the Trump administration will do with it now, but perhaps they will find a way of impeding it.
That was going to be my question: is do you think it's going to survive?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't. To be honest, I haven't looked at the legal technicalities of what they can do and how it could work. But I don't think it's in the interests of the West for this to happen. I don't think it's the interest of the US or the UK. I mean, who is ultimately going to have a base on? 99 years is a heartbeat if you think like Beijing, right? They'll have a base on those islands in no time, in geostrategic terms. So it's a very, very bad move.